Yeah, and this is an article I think would be worth a read for everyone who's interested in homeland security. We're talking here about Peter King, Republican of New York, who is the now the chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee. And wow, what a character this guy is. First of all, if you want to read the whole article, just go to lewrockwell.com. That's LEWROCKWELL.com. And the article is, how did this guy become Homeland Security Overlord? The curious career of Peter King, and it is indeed pretty curious. You probably have followed, you might recognize King. He's the guy that gets up and, this is a congressman now, head of the Homeland Security Committee. He gets up and says that basically all Muslims and all Arabs need to be followed, and every mosque in America is a terrorist training camp. I mean, really just outrageously inflammatory and bigoted and ignorant, rabble-rousing. And the thing that you need to know about this guy is he was one of the main fundraisers for NORAID, which provided the Irish Republican Army with money to buy arms. Now, if ever a country had a grievance, it certainly is Ireland, and anything that the British Empire did in India or in Africa or in Asia or in North America, they did in Ireland first, 10 times worse. So I'm completely in sympathy with the desire of Irish people to be independent of the British Empire. However, the specific people that Mr. King hung out with are really questionable. NORAID was considered an arm of the IRA. The IRA has a very long history, and in some of its history, I think the case could be made it lost its way. They did use terrorism, classic terrorism, bombing civilian targets, for example, and assassination of police officers, of military people, terrorist organization. That's just a fact. Now he wasn't just, this King fellow just wasn't a guy that gave a couple of speeches. He was one of the chief fundraisers in Long Island for NORAID, and a fair amount of the money that he raised believed to have gone to a group that is called the INRA, all right, which means the Irish National Republican Army, which is the military wing of, get this, the Irish Republican Socialist Party. So these guys aren't just IRA members. They are a group which is described as a tiny, ultra-violent Leninist cell. And these were Peter King's buddies. So, and by the way, the IRA in the same era that Peter King was the big cheerleader for NORAID and the fundraiser, was getting financial aid from Libya and from the PLO. So Peter King, you are a piece of work, amazing. Just shows how absolutely, utterly corrupt and incompetent and hypocritical American politics is, that somebody like Peter King could be chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee. It's just an absurdity. And if you want to read all the details about this, do go to lewrockwell.com and search for this very well-written article, very well-researched by William Norman Grigg. How did this guy become Homeland Security Overlord? The curious career of Peter King. And it wouldn't even be so bad if he weren't now out there basically verbally bludgeoning the Muslims and Arabs of America. Just hypocrisy at a level that you can barely conceive.